If you've been listening to Red Rose Radio all day, you've no doubt heard that police believe that the Beswick programme, which basically is you out there, can help them with their inquiries into a robbery of John Moores, the millionaire. Now, they've got a voice on tape, which they've sent to me. All I want you to do is listen to it. I think I recognise the voice, but we at Red Rose, we don't keep names and addresses of people who take part in the phone-in. It's confidential. But if I think I recognise the voice, there's a chance that somebody out there will recognise the voice. Have a listen to this. If you think you know who it is, then notify the police. I'll give you a telephone number later on. The other way of notifying the police is if you drop me a line. We can't take names and addresses on the phone-in, but if you drop me a line, I'll be happy to pass your letter on, or at least the details of your letter, on to the police. Listen to the voice. If you recognise it, I'll give you a number later.
Personal matter. Yes. Well, there's been an accident, you see. A break-in. Formby. I don't know the address. It's just that a famous person's house, John Moore, and he's been tied off by burglars.
If you know that voice, you could help the police simply by ringing 051 709 6010 extension 3119. That's 051 709 6010 extension 3119. Alternatively, drop me a line if you recognise that voice. We'll be playing it again about 3 or 4 times tonight throughout the course of the programme, so if not sure, you'll be able to listen again in about an hour's time. However, we will of course be here doing the phone-in the normal way, round about 11:15, and we've got lots of great music for you as well for the first 3/4 of an hour, and if you believe that crap, you'll believe anything. It's not great at all, it's fairly average again.
24 hours a day, Red Rose Radio.
That's the way I like it, says Casey and Sunshine Band. I like it all kind of ways. Some of them ways in the Kama Sutra are impossible. Well, they're possible, but when you got a book in one hand, no way. Wales is the originator of this letter. That wasn't David Jones. That was nothing like a Welsh accent, but I can't do accents. I'm not very good. Please would you say hello and happy birthday to David Jones on Thursday, March 20th. He's 15 today. Happy birthday to you. Do you think I sound like Russell Harty? This is my Russell Harty accent. Are you listening, Russell? I'm better at it than you. Mind you, I don't advertise. I've never been on the telly proper, and you're on it, even when you're not on it, dressed up in a cat suit, advertising Thompson Local. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? I mean, come on, you're sitting up there, settle down with a nice drink in settle, and best you can do for yourself is advertise a few directories. Come on, Russell, put your ideas up, lad. Marmalise me for that. I don't care, I'm not scared of him. Much. Although I live so far away from Perception, Receston, it's very good. Perception and Receston? Who writes this garbage? I'm a regular listener to your show. That explains a lot. This is David Jones of Mays Gwyn, Talwyn, in Anglesey. Samantha Johnson Richmond's got a bucket full of names. Paul Richmond of Hutton wants to say how do to her. Apparently Paul Richmond's reaching his 19th birthday. My word. Is amazing. I'd be grateful if you could read this request on your show at about 10:30. How does 10:21 3/4 grab you? Say hi to Mad Mozzer, Duckers, Brooksy, Gleave the Freak, Cloydie and Ian, who no longer has chicken pox. The chicken's gone away. And any other Kingsway Beswick bashers. The Whippet Singers are almost as good as you. Signed, Ian Pugh. How come no one south of Liverpool ever gets through on your phone-in? They do, Divvy. We've had people on from Llandudno and Colwyn Bay and other places where only a dog'd live. Anyway, that one comes from Neston Drive, Upton, in Chester. Hey, smart as out. Who's this off? Pretty funny newspaper. This has got... Oh, it's that scratch and sniff stuff. Hang on a minute. Scratch and sniff. Hang on. Where? I've scratched. I'm scratching, don't worry. What do you have to scratch it with? I've just wore a nail out. I have to use a coin, I bet. Hang on. I must have a coin somewhere. Come on. shouldn't sniff on it. Wish I was dead, I'm telling you. Let's have a look. Smells of paper. I think I've been had. Never mind. Dear Alan, we, being Lisa Carlin and Janet Donaldson, would like to say a big how-do to you. We know you must get very thirsty of a night, so we've enclosed a tea bag. If you do not like the tea, maybe you could swap it for a coffee bean, or even a Mars bar. Now, it won't make much difference to us. Please would you say a big how-do to all the Streatham House School, especially all Senior 3, because they are the boss. Yippee. Also a big how-do to Lisa's mum and dad and her sister Tracy and Tom, and to Janet's mum and dad and her brother Ian. How do you pronounce it when it has an extra? Is it Ian or Ian? I can never tell. Anyway, and Camilla Monkabody. I've always wanted to monk a body, but I've heard it's illegal. And Judith Crooks. Tap. Well, it's all right. Still doesn't smell of pizza.
Allan Beswick.
Man.
Kevin Biggins of Franklin's Drive in Ribbleton says, could you please say hello to me mates, Ben, Greg, Pete, Dennis and Dave? I'm a regular listener to your programme and I think it's really great. Could you please send me a signed photo to chunk me darts at? And can you fight your ma? Dear Alan, a while ago you were moaning about not getting any complaints, so I've written one. You see, when you yell at someone, the VU meter in my radio smacks against the other side. This surely can't be doing them any good. So if you break them, I shall blame you. In other words, don't shout. On Tuesday you said that John, the guy with the printer, should get an Amstrad. Rubbish. He should get a Commodore. Anyway, please could you read this letter out on Friday the 28th? Well, I'd love to, but I'm not on tomorrow. And say hello to me. The me being Dono, I think. Possibly Dono. Possibly not. Anyway, will you say howdo to Dono Ray, Spodge Ray, Beathy Ray, Leroy, Ray, Burnsy, and anyone listening from Bursker Priory High. P.S. There's nothing wrong with CB radio. Well, not much anyway. And if you don't think I'm very intelligent, look at this. And then he has an equation that says 2x minus 5 equals 12 over x. And therefore, 2x squared minus 5x equals 12, which is absolutely correct, of course. And then 2x squared minus 5x minus 12 equals 0, which means 2x plus 3 multiplied by x minus 4 equals 0. 2x plus 3 equals 0, or x minus 4 equals 0. X therefore equals minus 1.5, or 4. Well, that may be awfully clever, but of course, what's the point of finding out that x might be equal to minus 1.5 or 4? We want to know what it is, not what it could have been, so you're not all that big and clever anyway, are you? And anyway, you could have copied that out of a book. So there. Don't be picking on me, pal. I did some. Felicitations from sunny Ellesmere Port. Well, it's not really sunny, but I thought I'd give our fair town a plug. Hang on! It's not even fair. It's a dump. But I'll get to the point. Hang on a minute. Staples get on my nerves. I'll get to the point. Please send your biggest how-do to the following. David Barshinok, cough. David Whale. Colin, who is what? Unsuitable. Unsuitable. Are you trying to write unsuitable, but you've dotted the U's? It's unusual. Perhaps it's Swedish. Is it unsuitable? Perhaps it's not. Perhaps it is unsuitable, on account of his size and attitude to pacifists. Cookie the Scouse Freak. Doc Harris, who's also the physics teacher. The Scouser with a PhD. Sexpot Stevens and the Maths teacher. Maths? Must be a southerner. Frau Mengele, a pseudonym for the Nazi who teaches us English. He could be in a lot of bother there, kid. And from the sweet shop, and it's the shop's proprietor, who nobody likes because of where she comes from, Yorkshire. That's perfectly understandable. And anyone else who'd own up to knowing me. David Lloyd. I enjoy your phoning immensely. Could you please finish by 12:30 after the Easter halls? Examines are coming up and all that, you know. keep trying to make a witty, erudite, profound and meaningful contribution to the programme orally, but the boss, i.e. my mum, won't let me use the phone, so I offer this literary attempt to bring a bit of class to the show. What literary attempt? Was that it? Begin rubbish. Somebody here says that the writing competition is too difficult to comprehend. This somebody is Jake of Escott Drive in Rufford. Despite this, he wants me to say hello to all sorts of people, particularly Form 3 at St Bede's in Ormskirk. Stephen Walker writes in from Middleton in Morecambe. Please find enclosed the fruit salad and blackjack. They were purchased from a reputable dealer on the Wirral, and I hope will provide the necessary proof that they are still available. They were lovely. Thank you very much, Stephen Walker. Blackjacks and fruit salad. The world is not about to end when they've still got blackjacks and fruit salad.
Ring him if you dare.
Allan Beswick.
And the telephone number, of course, said trampling all over the jingle, is Preston 561000. The lines are open now. Now then, before we go to the phone-in lines, which we'll be doing in a moment's time, I've got a message for you. I played a tape recording of a voice that was recorded by the police in Liverpool after John Moore, the Pools millionaire, had been attacked in his home, tied up, gagged and robbed. And this voice, the police believe that someone out there listening to this programme at this moment will recognise it. If you do recognise it, I'm going to give you a telephone number when I've played the tape. And you can ring that telephone number and tell the police. Alternatively, if you want to do it anonymously, you can. I'm sure the police will let you do it anonymously. Failing that, you might like to drop me a line with the name and address of the person you think it is. I will pass that information on, the letter as it stands. I will pass it on to the police. I'll give you the telephone number, but listen to this voice first. See if you recognise it.
It's a personal matter. Yes. Well, there's been an accident, you see. A break-in. Formby. I don't know the address. It's just that a famous person's house, Sir John Moore, and he's been tied off by burglars.
If you think you know whose voice that is, then ring the police now on 051 709 6010 and ask for extension 3119. 051 709 6010 and ask for 3119 and tell them you've just heard it on Allan Beswick's programme. Or just tell them whatever you like, really, but tell them who you think it is. Alternatively, as I say, drop me a line, Allan Beswick, Red Rose Radio, P.O. Box 301, Preston, PR11YE, and tell us who you think it is in that letter. Now then, to the lines in a moment. All we've got to do is play a little jingle. First caller tonight is called Mitchell. How do to you?
How you diddling, Alan?
I'm very well.
Well, I'd like to talk about unexplained deaths and murders.
Would you? Why are you putting on that silly voice?
What silly voice?
And the one you're using at the moment?
What?
What? You were talking with a handkerchief or something over the telephone. It is so obvious, you silly little prat. Hello, Ian.
Hello? Hello?
Yes?
I've got this terrible problem, Alan.
I'm sure you have, but don't worry. If you flit, it'll get better. Hello, Julie.
Hello, Alan?
Yes?
I'm looking forward to coming to see you at Sandy Lane. You know, when you come on the 12th.
No, in Skem.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward because I've been trying to get you for 3 weeks.
Well, you've now got me.
And now to hear your voice is lovely. So, I'll see you when, at Sandy Lane, all right?
Yes, we look forward to that.
I'm pleased to talk to you anyway.
Thank you very much. And the Sandy Lane concert we're talking about, incidentally, it's already sold out, as one might expect. But it is an Argue with Alan that we're doing. Dave Ockley's going to be there, a mate of mine. There's going to be a disco. And I'm going to be doing a bit of the old Argue with Alan. And it's at the old Comrades Club in Skelmersdale on Saturday, the 12th of April. But as I say, 'tis already sold out. There are other concerts coming up if you couldn't get tickets. How do, Jeff?
Thank you.
Hello, Alan.
Yeah.
Hello. I'd like to talk about car insurance, if I
Go on.
Well, I went for a quote because I got a new car, and I went for a quote for the insurance. And they asked me what occupation I was. I said a builder. He says, well, we'll have to charge an extra 20% because you're a builder. I asked him why. He said, all rules are rules. So, can you explain this for me?
Yes, insurance is a statistical business. It's all done by numbers, and it would appear that the company you were about to insure with believe that there is a greater statistical risk of a builder having an accident or damaging his motor vehicle than there is, for example, a solicitor. Because, of course, you'll park near a building site and there's those lunatics driving about on their dumpers, there are dirty great wagon loads of bricks going past and all the rest of it. So your car is at a greater risk. So they charge more for it. I'll tell you, Jeff, I would give my right arm just to be charged an extra 20%. We in the entertainment industry are charged something like an extra 9,000 grillion million % because they reckon we're all a bunch of prats. There are those that say they're not far wrong. But that's the explanation. Cheers, ta-ra. How do, Paul?
Buzz.
Well, how very enticing. Hello, Christopher.
Hello, Alan.
Yes.
I met you at Riviera a few weeks ago.
Did you indeed?
Yeah.
Well, is that it?
Hello?
Yes, goodbye. Turn your radio off next time. Hello, Graham.
How do, Alan? Jimmy and Dusty got on a plane and flew away to sunny Spain. Do you like that, Alan?
Well, it isn't awfully long, is it?
No, well, Jimmy and Dusty are Azzo's cats, you know. They're the neighbourhood muggies.
No, that may or may not be the case. The fact still remains that the poem is not the longest I've ever heard.
You know that Tony Murphy lad?
No.
You know he keeps
Do
ringing up...
you mean the one from South America?
Yeah.
I see, yes.
Dead fat, you know.
Is he indeed?
Yeah, he's really
Well, it's
dead
nice to
fat.
meet a fellow citizen.
What?
What?
Azzo, we're back.
An extraordinary fellow. Hello, Stephen.
Hello?
Yes.
I'd like to talk about nuclear waste.
I see.
I think they should never have made the stuff in the first place.
Well, they don't... I suppose they do make the waste, but they don't make the waste, as it were. They make something else that creates waste.
Yeah.
They don't set out to make nuclear waste. It's a side product, if you like.
You know, I don't fancy my kids getting, you know.
I'm sorry?
Well, you know, it might leak.
It might leak, indeed.
Yeah.
Is that it? It would appear that it is it. Never mind, we shall have a little break. Hello, Peter.
Hello, Alan. Alan, do you remember having a caller last night who said that he couldn't think of a song or a record with the word Thursday in the title?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm holding a record in my hand now. It's by Jim Crochet, and the title of it is Thursday.
Well, there you go. You can't get any more specific than that.
Mind you, I don't know why it's called Thursday, because there's no mention of the word Thursday.
Is it? Perhaps that's the only day in the week when he doesn't sound crap.
But it's not, I don't suppose it's a very well-known record. But,
I don't suppose it is, no.
Yeah, but it's called Thursday, so...
Well, that's very kind of you.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you very much, Peter.
Thank you.
So if our earlier caller, or last evening's caller, is listening, there is a record by Jim Crochet called Thursday. Funny name, Crochet, isn't it, eh? I wonder if he was platted by his mother. Hello, Daryl.
Well, Alan, I'd like to talk to you about football violence, if I may.
You may.
Yeah, I think it's disgusting.
Everybody does.
You know these weapons they found in this
Yes.
home, was it? Well, I'd like to say that it's not just First Division.
Well, nobody's suggesting that it is just the First Division. Darryl, we all know of the existence of it. We know that it is through all the divisions. We're not really interested in people telling us it's there. We know it's there. We're more concerned with what you're going to do about it.
Well, what really can you do about it?
Well, it would seem that you don't know, so there's no point talking to you about it, is there? Hello, Phil.
Hello, Alan.
Yes?
I'd like to talk about the England cricket team in the West Indies.
Go on.
Well, I don't think the team that they've took over there is adequate of doing the job that's in hand.
Well, that's clearly obvious.
Well, I've got a few tips for him, which boys to take over.
Well, why don't you send them to the Teston County Cricket Board or the selectors or whoever it is that assaults us with their opinions?
Well, you see, they've got the opinion of their own, haven't they? It's a bit like the England football team, isn't it?
I'm sorry?
It's a closed club, isn't it? Like,
well, it's certainly a closed shop, the selection board, yes, but who do you suggest then?
I think that there's an opener for Somerset and it's called Phil Roebuck, isn't it?
I've no idea.
Phil Roebuck, he used to wear glasses, but he wears contacts now. I don't know whether, well, that's what he does. He's a good player, and he's never had a chance. Like, why hasn't he had a chance?
I've no idea. I've never heard of the guy, to be honest.
Well, he opens for Somerset.
Well, I've still never heard of him.
No. Oh.
It's probably because I don't go to Somerset very often.
No,
Never mind, there you are. I suggest you put them on a bit of paper and send them to the selectors. They'll be groping round for straws shortly. How do, Tony?
Right, Sal, I want to know why the old Preston are selling the turf.
Why are they selling it?
Yeah.
Well, they're not using it for anything, are they?
Oh no, it's stupid, isn't it?
Well, if they can actually get somebody to buy it, then more power to their elbow. They'll
Yeah, well,
probably make
who's
more
going to
money.
buy Preston North End's turf? There's no one who goes to watch the matches.
Well, this is probably true, but I don't know who's going to buy it, but they've offered to sell it. If there's somebody out there that wants to buy it, then fine.
Oh, sorry then.
We'll have to wait and see whether anybody does or not. Hello, Henderson.
Mrs. Fisher's pregnant.
Well, we don't really mind about that. It wasn't me. How do Andy? How do Annie?
Hello?
Yeah.
This is Annie. I'm a pension, you know. And when the budget came on, they never said nothing about what was going, you know, the pensioners. Do you call that right? They're just giving
What
us
do you
that
mean?
46p.
When you say
for
do
a
I call it
pension.
right, that was nothing to do with the budget.
Pardon?
That was nothing to do with the budget, the 46 pence you were
I don't
allowed.
call it right, do you? 46p for a pension.
Well, it depends on your definition of right. If you
Pardon?
mean... Perhaps you should have given you enough for an hearing aid. I said it depends on your definition of right. The sum is correct. Whether it is justified in this day and age remains to be seen.
Yes. Do you know, I've worked all the days, I'm 61, I've worked all the days of my life through the war and everything. And I live on my own as I'm 61, and I've got nothing of them.
Yes, well, you do get something, of course. You get a pension every week.
You know.
You get a pension every week, don't
I
you?
get a pension of 38.
So to say that...
Pardon?
So to say that you get nothing is really quite an overstatement. You do actually get a pension.
38 pounds for a pensioner. She's got her own
Yes.
flat.
Well, I'm not suggesting that you're getting
Electricity.
too much. I'm not suggesting you're getting too much, Annie. I'm just saying that you do get something. You get the pension the same as everyone else. It's now news time.
The 11 o'clock news, this is Alan King.
Ring him if you dare.
Allan Beswick, the late night show.
Yeah, and the telephone number, of course, is Preston 561000.
Red Rose Radio. All night long. All night.
How do, Chris?
Got myself a crying, walking, sleeping, talking, living doll. Gonna do my best to please her just 'cause she's a living doll. Got to do
Seems they've bottled out. How do, Mal?
Hello, Alan. I'm ringing from Warrington, your old hometown.
Aye, I know this. Why are you telling me?
I wonder if there's any chance of you doing any live shows there in the near future.
I've no idea. It would be interesting. All those people that I went to school with could come and mock me and the like. That'd be quite nice, wouldn't it?
While you're on, could I ask you, are you Maureen Beswick's brother?
Why do you want to know this?
No, I know her from years ago.
Do you indeed?
Yeah.
It depends on which
Only
Maureen...
it was just that you said once when you were on that you came from Neville Avenue, and I know Maureen did.
Well, in that case, yes. If you know that much.
Yeah.
But she's in Australia now, of
Yes,
course.
I know, yeah.
Well out of the way, so I
Yeah.
can say what I like about her.
Yeah.
It's quite funny. I went to
So-
Australia about 4 years ago.
Did you?
And I was in Melbourne, and I phoned her up from Melbourne and said, if I came to Australia, could I come and stay with you for Christmas? And she said, yeah. I said, I'll be there in the morning. She said, where are you? She still sounds the same, you know.
Yeah. I've not seen her for years.
Well, you wouldn't have done, would you? She's been in Australia for
been
about
there?
20. I don't know.
20 years.
Perhaps not as much as that.
Yeah.
17 or 18 anyway, a long time.
Yeah. So
Not
you
long
don't think
enough.
there's anything in the offing for Warrington?
I know that there is nothing in the offing at the moment. I've no idea.
Yeah.
I keep getting asked to do these things. I'm doing Ulverston, which is out of our area, but at least it's not in any other independent radio station's area, so the IBA won't be too upset. So I'm doing Ulverston. Whether I'll ever be able to do Warrington, Liverpool and the like, I don't know. We'll have to wait and
Your
see.
fame's spreading though, isn't it?
Well, I don't know whether it's fame so much. I'll tell you a story. I've got an Uncle Ken, my dad's brother. So he's got the same name, right?
Yeah.
And he's a foreman. I think he's a foreman at Crossfields or Lever Brothers. You never know which is which. And all his blokes under him walk round with these I 8 Beswick badges on. He hasn't a clue where they come from. He thinks they've had them all made. It's wonderful. Anyway, nice to talk to a Warringtonian. Ta-da.
Right, bye.
How do, Samantha?
Hello, Alan. I've got a dog so fast. I think he should be called Alan.
You're probably right. Change his name immediately. What do you feed him on? Mars bars?
Well, all sorts of sweet tea.
Well, it's not a good thing for a dog, you know. And not all that good for the humans, but for dogs, they're no good at all. Anyway, I wish you luck with your dog, who's from now on going to be called Alan, right?
Okay, ta.
Alan the Waddling Waddler. How do, Sam? Sam's gone. Hello, Sheila.
Hello, Alan. It's Tony Murphy again from South America. You know that lad that was on before?
The imposter, yes.
Saying about Jimmy and Dusty.
Yes.
Well, you know, they're the street moggies, like...
Yes, well, he told me that.
Yeah, no.
Well, I don't need any more information about them, thank you very much. Hello, John.
How do, Alan? Hello?
Yeah.
Earlier on in your programme, you got a letter from one of your listeners saying that you don't get many calls from South Liverpool.
South of Liverpool.
Oh, south of Liverpool,
yes.
Yeah. And you mentioned that in Clan you get as far as Llandudno and Colwyn Bay.
Yeah.
And you says that Llandudno, Colwyn Bay, and the people there are dogs.
I didn't say the people there were dogs.
Oh, well, I just want to say I'm not a dog, I'm a pig.
Anyway, I didn't say they were dogs. I said Colwyn Bay was no place for a dog to live.
Oh, well, I'm not a dog, so...
Because the wind blows off the coast, you see. And all their fur gets full of salt.
Yeah, I've got a nice dog as well, but you don't like dogs, do you?
Well, I like them, yes. I just think they're stupid.
Well, my one's stupid, but it's good, though.
Well, it may be good. I'm stupid and I'm ever so good. Anyway, thank you very much, John.
Alan?
Yes?
Like, with my dog, I can keep fit taking her for a walk.
Yes, very sensible.
You'd be taking your cat for a walk, wouldn't you?
I would look a bit silly taking my cat for a walk. In fact, my cat wouldn't come because it's not as stupid as a dog. It goes for a walk when it wants, not when I want.
No, but...
There is yet more evidence of the fact that dogs are thick. Say to that.
Say to that.
Okay. How do, Alan?
All right, Al.
Yes.
I was on to this fella, right, and he said he employed an Irish secretary.
A what?
An Irish secretary.
An Irish secretary?
Yeah, and he said that he had to sack it the next day.
Well, why? Go on, you're going to tell us.
And I said to him, but why would you have to sack it, like?
Well, we thought you might say that.
And he goes, well, there's loads of liquid paper all over the screen.
Ah, yes. Is that it?
Yeah, all right, Al.
Well, it wasn't very good, was it? How do, Sam?
Road runner, I go 1,000 miles an hour with the radio on.
Good grief. Whatever was that?
That was a Sex Pistol record.
Was it indeed?
Yes, it was.
My word, it sounded more like a pist record than a pistol record, but never mind. Thank you very much, Sam. We think it was wonderful, don't we, folks? No, neither do I.
Blackburn Camping Centre.
A few weeks ago, I got burgled, and I come into the kitchen, and because I was in the house, and I grabbed a knife, and I jumped in the room, and he ran out of the window when he saw me, and now I'm getting letters off his solicitors suing me for damages. So I wonder if you could give me advice, like...
Yeah, put them all in the bin until you get a summons. How do, Lou?
Blue. It's Blue.
Lou, who cares?
Captain Blue it is. Yes, Alan, you had one of the Misterons on your show yesterday, and I'd just like to give him a little bit of inside information. Is that okay?
Why, are you inside?
Well, I am Captain Blue, and I work alongside Captain Scarlet, and I just want to tell the Misteron...
Wait, listen. Was it Captain Scarlet that did it?
No, well, in fact, it isn't really Captain Scarlet.
Is it not? Because I play Cluedo sometimes, and I've never known Captain Scarlet to be the one responsible.
No, you're on the wrong thing there. This is much more serious than Cluedo.
Oh, I see.
No, it isn't Captain Scarlet. It's Cary Grant with a red hat on.
Oh.
So, he's not indestructible. It's just Cary Grant wearing a red hat. I'm sticking my neck out saying this. Probably Rhapsody and Melody. They'll stop me privileges, but I don't care. It had to be said.
Rhapsody and Melody. Sounds like something written by George Gershwin, never. And who? Symphony. Definitely George Gershwin.
Anyway, SIG.
Yeah, okay.
Bye.
Bye. SIG? I don't know. Hello, Jane.
Hiya. I phoned you last night about a record called Mrs. Thursday.
Oh, aye.
Yeah. Have you found anything about it now?
No.
I have. It was recorded by Dave D. Dorsey, Beacon McIntitch.
Well, that's why it never did out then, isn't it? Hey.
And it comes about 1967.
Oh, and it died on its bum by the sound
Well,
of it.
it could have been, because I think it might have been a B-side, actually.
Ah.
And I don't know whether it's anything to do with it or not, but there was a program called Mrs. Thursday, who was played by Kathleen Harrison. And she was a child lady, and she was left some money by her employer. And Hugh Manning was a solicitor, an advisor and that. And he helped her to invest the money, etc., you know. And apparently Hugh Manning is the vicar in Emmerdale Farm now.
Oh, well, there you go, eh?
So have you got one now for...
We're all intrigued with that, Jane.
Yeah, well...
I wouldn't have slept tonight without that.
No, probably not. So have you got one for every day at week now?
It would appear so, yes. It wasn't me that wanted them.
Oh,
it was a chap that was on the phone in, so it would seem that we have. We've had another one tonight anyway. Apparently Jim Crochet brought out a song called simply Thursday.
Yeah, I heard something mentioned about
Aye,
it, yeah.
so there you go. Anyway, thank you for telling us. Ta-ra.
Ta-ra.
How do, Cal?
Hello, Alan.
Yes?
Well, I'd like to say that I don't think animals should be experimented on for cosmetics.
Fine, you've said it.
Well, do you agree with me?
Neither agree with you nor disagree with you. That's what you wanted to say. You've said it.
Well, it's rather cruel, isn't it?
Well, if you think so, yes.
Well, it's going to hurt them a lot.
That's for sure.
Yeah, well, why do they do it?
Because they want to.
It's not very nice.
I wasn't suggesting it was.
Yeah, well, you should do something about it.
What should I do? I don't wear many cosmetics.
Yeah, but your wife does, doesn't she?
That's nothing to do with you.
It is.
Why is it?
Because...
How do you know, first of all, that the cosmetics my wife wears, if she wears any, are not the ones similar to what I wear, in that they were not tested on animals? For example, most of the stuff my wife seems to wear and buy is bought from the body shop, and the body shop stuff is all humanely tested.
Yeah, they say that, but you know...
Well, are you suggesting they're lying?
They could be, you don't know.
They could be, yes, but
yeah.
I mean, you could be sensible, but you're not. How do, Joseph?
Hello, Alan. I'd like to talk to you about the royal family.
Well, there's nobody stopping you at the moment.
Yeah, well, you were saying last night about...
That's what I was saying. Now, listen, can we come to terms with the fact... I know what I said last night, and the night before, and the night before. I want you to tell me what you've got to say, otherwise get off this programme.
Well, Prince Andrew, you know, you said that his money
Goodbye. How do, Damien?
All right.
Yeah?
Hey, I reckon you should be able to drive cars when you're 16.
Then you're a prat. How do, Mark?
Hello, Alan. I was at David Taylor Cars on Saturday.
Yippee.
Okay. And between you and Sally Moon, who was that DJ with the blonde hair?
John Foley.
Ah. I'll tell you, that David Taylor Cars is the most difficult place to find in Blackburn.
No, it isn't.
We went round Blackburn 7 times trying to find it.
Then you must be doing it by Braille. It's dead easy to find. It's in Suddle Cross. Of course it is. I had no trouble. There again, I live near Blackburn.
Yeah, no.
All right.
Yeah, okay,
Well, if you want a Nissan, you have a look for it again. How do, Vicky?
Hello, Alan. What's green and eats nuts?
What's green and eats nuts?
Yeah.
Red Rose Radio. Allan Beswick.
How do, Andrew?
Hello, Alan. I'd like to talk about Ozzy Osbourne.
Go on.
Well, I think he's a madman, and people like that should be put away in prison.
Why in prison? He doesn't appear to have committed any criminal offence.
He does, he bites heads off bats and things like that.
Well, first of all, that isn't... Well, off bats, it would be criminal because they're an endangered species.
You have to have rabies jabs and things like that after it.
Well, I don't think he has bitten the head off a bat. He certainly hasn't, to my knowledge.
Yeah, he has. I don't know he has. Because he's talked about it on TV.
Well, he may well have talked about it, but if he has done it, then it's a criminal offence, and so, yes, perhaps he should be prosecuted and fined. But biting the head off a chicken, I'm sorry, doesn't really make that much difference, because you eat chicken, and no doubt.
No, I'm vegetarian.
Right, well, in that case, I can't argue with you, unless you drink milk.
No, I don't drink milk.
You don't eat cheese.
No, that's my bloody weird.
How do Peter?
Early morning, man.
Thank you, Peter. Hello, Damien.
Alan,
Yes?
do you know Man U? Well,
I don't know what you mean by Manu. How do Jonathan?
All right, Alan. You had a bloke on Tuesday
I know
night.
I did. I had dozens of them.
Yeah, all right. And he said that he'd come to the conclusion from listening to your show that you were fat and ugly. If you can't see, how can he conclude that? He must
I
be
don't
fat.
know. Perhaps that's a question you need to address to him rather than me. I can't speak for him, and nor would I want to. How do Chris?
Hello, Alan.
Yep.
I'd like to put forward the point that margarine spreads better than butter, and that you get the breath of a tank, and the breath of a second
We can't hear you because of your wimpy little laugh. Never mind, child. Hello, Alan.
Hello, Alan.
Yeah?
Can I talk to you about packies?
It rather depends on what you mean.
I reckon every stop...
What is packy? What is packy? What do you mean by packy?
Someone who's black.
Someone who's black. So if someone was born in Nigeria, they're a packy.
Yeah.
Then you're a pillock. How do Ian?
Can I talk about open prisons, please?
Yes?
I think they're not as bad as they're made out to be because they
Who
are
makes
quite...
them out to be bad?
There was a woman on last night, I think her name was Jan, and she said they weren't very good.
I don't remember anyone talking about open prisons last evening.
No, prisons that Category D prisoners are in.
I don't remember anyone mentioning Category D.
Well, she didn't actually mention that.
Oh, I see. So she didn't mention Category D. She didn't mention open prisons. One wonders why you think she was talking about open
Well, she
prisons
mentioned
if she mentioned neither.
She mentioned prisons with
She did mention...
luxuries in it.
Well, yes, she did mention prisons with televisions, but of course most prisons have televisions.
No,
though
no,
not...
Walton Prison doesn't.
I'm sure it's got televisions in its television viewing room.
No, there isn't any television rooms in
Well,
Walton.
fine. I'm quite prepared to believe that there is no television in Walton Prison. I've never been in, and I don't intend to go in. I'd like to put the guy that attacked John Moores in, but that's another story.
You see, it's cheaper in the long run, although they pay a lot of money for the luxuries they have there. In a Category A prison, a high security prison, it costs about £40 a week to keep somebody in there.
I think you'll find it costs considerably more than that.
Sorry, £400.
Thank you.
Then in Walton Prison, it's about £150 a week.
Walton Prison is?
Pardon?
Did you say? We're
Walton
getting Prison. Walton Prison's
And
£150.
then in an open prison, it's about £6.50 a week because the money they make from produce, like farming produce,
No, I see.
they sell. And also it's a great temptation to try and escape because when they can see their wives and children going up right up to the gate and just waving to them, but they can't get away. In fact, one person was in an open prison. He hated it that much that he requested to get moved to Manchester Prison.
Fine.
So I don't think it's all that.
Well, the fact that one person requested a move is hardly evidence of the fact that it's not very nice, but never mind. Thank you for telling us all that. We were all absolutely bored out of our skulls. Hello, Scott.
Yeah, Alan, you had the fella on about a bath on the side of a motorbike. You can have anything with a hard base on, a solid base on, so
Well,
I put a bed on.
Fine.
I put a bed on beside of mine, so when my wife takes me to work, I get up outside work. Alan, who does your jingles?
I've not... Oh, yes, Sue Manning. It's a company in London that employs Mike Smith, I think his name is, that used to be in Dave Clark 5.
Yeah, do you know, it's BBC One. Is that it says, now turn to your radio stations, and you've got your red roses on it. Who pays for that?
I'm sorry? You've got me flummoxed now.
Is that BBC, on BBC One, when the BBC finishes, the broadcasting finishes, it's got a red rose,
Oh, you mean the television?
yeah, and some other certain radio stations.
Yeah,
Who pays for
Piccadilly
that?
and City and the like.
Yeah.
I think it's free. It's a public service announcement. We, as far as I'm aware, we don't pay for it.
Yeah.
All right?
Anyway, Alan, can you put that jingle on?
Which one?
I used to have one, the piano one it was.
A piano one?
Yeah, it was
Well,
like
I don't know which one you mean, because I don't really listen to the
Don't you?
jingles all that much, but if it comes on, you'll be happy, I'm sure.
Put that Alan.
Well, I don't know which one you mean, so it could be difficult. Hello, Jeremy.
Hello.
Hello, Jamie, not Jeremy. Sorry.
Hello, Alan.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk about these oral tobacco which you buy in shops.
Oral tobacco?
Yeah, it's
Cigarettes are oral tobacco.
It's in a tea bag.
You mean
form.
bandit?
It's called bandit, yes.
Yes.
And I'd like to say, I think they should be banned.
I agree with you. It's absolute filth. Why anyone would want to use it, I know not.
It is filth, isn't it, Alan?
Yes.
Some of you may remember my discovery of qualitators, no substitutors.
6 minutes past 11, and I'd like you to listen to a tape now. It's a tape of a voice of somebody making a phone call to Liverpool police about an incident that happened some time ago, last week, I think, or earlier this week. Anyway, I'm going to give you a telephone number at the end of it. If you recognise the voice, you may have recognised it from one of your friends, a neighbour, or someone you don't like, who knows. Anyway, if you recognise the voice, we'd like you to notify the police or drop me a line and tell me who you think it is. It isn't a competition, incidentally. It is a voice where police are trying to find this person. They believe he may be able to help them with their inquiries into a serious crime.
It's a personal matter. Yes. So there's been an accident, you see. A break-in. Formby. I don't know the address. It's just that a famous person's house, John Moore, and he's been tied up by burglars.
If you know that voice, ring Liverpool Police on 051 709 6010, extension 3119. That's 051 709 6010, extension 3119. 3119. If you think you know that voice, ring Merseyside Police and tell them, or drop me a line and tell me. I'll pass your information on. Howdy, Charles.
Howdy, Alan. I'm inquiring about something on the Sale of Goods Act. I'm just wondering whether we might have a claim against it. We bought, just under 2 years ago, a very expensive shower. I'll not name the make, obviously. It was a lot more money than most of the showers you can buy on the market. Now, it's packed up, let's say about 21 months old. Could it be deemed as being fit for the purpose it was sold?
Yes.
It could.
Absolutely, there's no question of it. It was. You've been using it for 2 years.
Yes.
Merchantability is the phrase you're looking for. Now, merchantability says that if goods are not fit for the purpose for which they were purchased, the purchaser is entitled to a full cash refund from the vendor without question. However, merchantability means they are fit for the purpose for which they were purchased. In your occasion, or in your case, it's a matter of, is a shower able to operate? The answer is yes. Now, if it then breaks down some 2 years later, some 2 months later, 2 weeks later, or even 2 days later, that still doesn't indicate that it wasn't fit. It just indicates that it wasn't as good as it should have been. So we're talking about quality rather than merchantability.
I see. So, well, would we have any comeback on the firm as regards quality, which they stress?
Pardon?
They stress quality as being one of their
But what
major
stress do
points.
they qualify? How do they stress it? What do they say? Do they guarantee it for life? Do they guarantee it for 5 years?
No, they don't do that.
Now, is there a manufacturer's guarantee with the product, first of all?
There was, yes.
Now, what did the manufacturer's guarantee say?
It was 12 months unconditional.
12 months unconditional, right. Well, that's your claim against the guarantee people, the manufacturer, finished, right? Your 12 months, because they don't have to give you any guarantee at all. Your real claim, if you have one, should always be levelled against the vendor. Now, the vendor, on this occasion, is going to say, well, look, you've had it over 12 months. How long do you expect a shower to last? And that is the issue. How long can you reasonably expect a shower to last? So whether you're entitled to it repaired or not depends on the reasonableness of the life, or what is a reasonable life of a shower. Yeah? So I would say if you've got a case, it's a weak one. However, write a letter to the vendor, the people you bought it from, tell them your complaint, tell them you're dissatisfied, given that you bought the expensive model on the basis that it would be a better bargain, a better deal, and more reliable than the cheaper model.
Yeah.
All right?
Okay, thanks very much.
See where you go from there.
Thanks a lot.
Ta-ra. How do, Tim?
Hello, and I was wondering if you knew the difference between unlawful and illegal.
One's a dead bird. How do, Tom?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello, Alan. I'd like to talk about the teacher strike.
Well, it's over, isn't it?
Yeah, it's over, but I want
Thanks for telling us. How do, Colin?
Hello, Alan.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk about smoking, if I may.
Go on.
Well, I think that
with what we know about the dangers of it today, that young people or anybody who, just start smoking must be, completely stupid.
I agree with you.
And what I think should be done is the price of cigarettes should be put up to a ridiculous amount, say, I don't know, £5 or just 10. And that way, it put off young people who don't have much money to, put them off starting it, and maybe that would, set them in.
Well, I don't think that would actually deter young people. It would mean that they smoked less in the first case, but they might consider smoking then to be a more acceptable pleasure later, because it is so expensive. It's an interesting thought anyway. Thank you. How do, Graham?
How do, Alan? Alan, Susie and Sweet ran up Chris's myth, followed close by Big Fat Cliff.
I'm very pleased to hear it. He seems to have a knack for writing banal, stupid one-line poems. Never mind, we must all fill our day somehow. Hello, Rick.
All right, Alan.
Do Ian.
Oh, there were these three surgeons having a conversation. One was Australian, one was American, and one was English. The Australian one said, "Hey, last week this guy came into our hospital and he was blind in one eye. So he took the blind out and replaced it with a pig's eye, with a cow's eye. Now he's out looking for a job."
No good, you fluffed it. Ring us back when you've learnt your lines. Hello, Gordon.
Hello, Alan. I'd just like to talk about recognising voices, if I may. Not specifically the one that you played. Right. Actually, the other night you had a caller on. His name was Dave. I don't know whether you remember. He offered you a flight on an aeroplane. I don't know whether you remember the one.
Yeah.
Dave, yeah. Well, he is a friend of mine, actually. Not too much of a friend.
Get to the point.
A friend, I suppose. Well, it's just recognising voices. I recognise the voice immediately. And it's just awful that somebody must somewhere. I know it's not a very, very good recording what you're putting out, but nonetheless somebody must recognise it somewhere, and hopefully somebody will. Hopefully.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
How do, Ron? Hello, Rob.
Oh, how do, Alan?
Go to bed, child. Hello, Albert.
Hello, Alan.
Yeah.
I've got a joke for you.
Have you?
There's two ovaries. One says to the other, "Hey,
we don't want sexist jokes on this programme. Hello, Craig.
Hello, Alan.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk about football.